What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Abelia County, Panhandle City, time-lapse number 4. So this one's going to be a little bit shorter, as you guys can see, but I really just kind of wanted to get you guys caught up on everything that's kind of going on. It's been definitely a crazy week for me, but I'm kind of thrilled. There's a lot of new stuff in the city that we're working on, a lot of kind of tech changes. We'll kind of see, but anyways, a part of what's great about Minecraft and this city in particular is there's always ways we can kind of push our boundaries in terms of our realism and things like that. And so you can see an example here. So we finally got diagonal roads to work. And so here's kind of my first time experimenting with them, just kind of seeing what would look best in terms of the road paint and the diagonal portion. So you can tell, I think this is going to make any curves that we do in our city just look way better. Now, one thing I have to kind of decide is if I'm going to go back and redo some of the circles that I've already built with the overpass and also like the, well, you'll see, I guess, in the future. Well, you guys did see, hopefully, the 4-leaf clover that we built that was a part of by our new downtown area. If you guys did not see the test live stream I did, please make sure to go check that out. Because I do go over some things in that test live stream that is relevant to what you guys are seeing now. There's a lot of stuff we kind of built a little bit off camera, which I kind of meant to record or just decided not to really include in a time lapse because it was a very laborious. And so make sure to go check that out just so you're kind of caught up on that sense as well. But yeah, as you guys can see, we're always trying to push the boundaries with this stuff, which is both a good and a bad thing because we really kind of want to settle on a style because it's really hard to go and redo everything once you've already built it. But anyways, now that we have the actual diagonal roads, because at first they weren't working. If you remember in time-lapse 1, I was like, yeah, they don't work, they crash the server. Well, we got it to work. I had to like get an updated version of the mod. Now we're good to go. However, you know, like I said, it now works, but I built all the previous loops and circles without the diagonals. So, of course, I can smooth out the edges of the diagonals. That doesn't take very long to do. I did that already. But I didn't necessarily curve the roads. Is it really a big deal? No, I'm not going to worry about it too much. I think from going on from here, we'll probably start introducing a lot more diagonal roads. As you can see there, I was working on splitting that interstate just to leave more room for the median. I think it was really tight the way it was. So I think splitting that off will make the interstate look more appropriate. And so yeah, I could always yap and yap and yap. I'll probably yap more in my live stream. So if you guys want to learn more about the nitty gritty of exactly what's going on within the city, make sure to check out Friday night. We will be live streaming. I'm not sure the time yet. It's probably going to be like 7 p.m. Eastern is probably going to be the time. But anyways, I'm not going to get too much into the nitty gritty right now. I'm just going to kind of go over what you guys are seeing right now in the time lapse. So here we're adding the speed limit signs, something that was kind of long overdue to go ahead and get done. And so, yeah, I decided to do a ramp one, which was cool, like a ramp, 35 miles an hour, just like, yo, slow down, you know, you're about to be on a big curvy road. And then here, since this road kind of ends into the intersection at the very end, we wanted to actually gradually slow it down. So we go from 60 there, and then we have a sign that says, hey, up ahead, it's going to be 50. Here, have a sign that says, hey, up ahead, it's going to be 35. And so, yeah, so now it gradually slows down to 35 so that cars aren't flying, you know, when they get up to the intersection. So everyone's going a little bit slower, which is good. Here's the 70, and then you can see it slightly goes lower and lower. Also, you'll notice around the city, Slaw has done a big multitude of work in terms of the signs. And so unfortunately, I know it is going very fast right now. It is kind of hard to sit and zoom in on one for a second. I guess if you're feeling up to it, you can try to snipe the pause button and try to see the signs for yourself. But they look really cool, and you guys will definitely see some of those on the live streams as well. I'll try to showcase those off once that time comes around. But yeah, like I said, not much. We haven't really done a whole lot. I mean, it feels like we have, but maybe we just haven't made as much progress. I think it's been a lot more technical things that we've kind of just been working out in terms of the city, and not necessarily actual progress. But we have made a lot of progress, and you'll see. So if you guys remember in the live stream as well, this little bridge up here, which you guys will see momentarily. Just making sure I have speed limit signs kind of everywhere they need to be. Yeah, so this is the bridge here I was talking about. Had a random jack laying on the road, don't know why. Anyways, this is the bridge that we built kind of off camera. I would have liked to probably have included this one in a time lapse, I can't lie. But I think I just literally wasn't recording. I wasn't even thinking about it. Not sure why, but you can see it looks really nice. I think it fits this river quite nicely. And it's also not like a super big fancy bridge. It just kind of serves its purpose. And you see a lot of those in real life. Here I am. I built the Grimace Mobile. And I'm bringing it to Slaw because Slaw wanted a fast car. And so, yeah, I gave him this one here, the Grimace Mobile. I think that's pretty funny. And also, we kind of have an idea now of, okay, let me comment over this quickly. So here's one of the skyscrapers we had in our schematics files. We unfortunately I don't know the creator for this one. All the schematics that we have previously, I got off the internet. I don't know the creator. I just could not tell you off the top of my head. Anyways, we don't end up going with this one right away. I think we are going to use that one. I actually like that building pretty well. But we end up going with a different one, which I'll show you guys in a minute. And here I'm bringing the road down from this interstate. It's going to merge into a 4-lane total that's going to run through downtown. It's just going to be a 4-lane. And yeah, instead of keeping it 3 lanes all the way through, because eventually this road will turn right and it's going to be separate from 20, which is going to be our other main interstate going east to west. And so in this case, I was like, yep, we'll just bring it down to a 4, and that'll be like, we can call it whatever, downtown drive, whatever we want to call it. Excuse me, guys, got interrupted, but can't remember exactly what I was saying. I think I was talking about this road, like we were going to call it downtown drive, something like that. But anyways, yeah, so you can see it here. I'm actually experimenting with the diagonal. Here's a big cut because I think I wasn't recording. And this is the name of the creator that made this skyscraper that you see right now. I'll also leave the link to his Planet Minecraft in the description if you guys want to check out this build in particular and some other ones. It's really just a beautiful, beautiful building, and I think it's going to be a true staple to our downtown area. Yeah, and this is the parking garage that we're going to do to kind of go with it, and kind of be the main parking garage for this area in general. And yeah, so I think, we kind of start out really big here. If I had to guess, this will quite literally be one of the biggest skyscrapers in our city. We'll probably have a couple other ones that are pretty tall as well, but we don't want to overdo it. Like this is not Manhattan, I don't want it to be crazy. So, but I do want it to still kind of have a nice downtown, heavily populated type feel, where I'm kind of going with like a Miami type vibe. I think that works well, even though Miami does have a pretty high number of high rises. But here I kind of just want to do maybe 4, maybe 5 kind of really big tall ones. Maybe not even that many, maybe only like 3. And then the rest will be kind of mid-range in terms of the height. And then, as we go out from the center of this little island, they'll kind of get smaller and smaller, right? It'll kind of gradually go down. And I think that'll really look good. And it also just makes sense scale-wise. In the grand scheme of things, I think our scale is probably a little off. Like, I think, it's just like a tiny bit off in terms of the way, like just how big the skyscrapers are relative to the land mass that we're building it on. Do I really mind so much? No. I mean, it's not a big deal. I think it's just kind of is what it is. So yeah, this building was actually so tall the top of it got cut off due to height limit, which is insane. But anyways, yeah, so I decided to just put that kind of bright top on it. I know it looks a little silly, but I kind of just wanted to put the redstone lamps on top just to kind of make it bright. And yeah, I think that building looks great. It's going to look really good along with the other tall ones kind of in front of it. And you can see what we did here is we kind of built like this, essentially this kind of path type block that kind of surrounds the entire, I don't know if this is really a hotel, if it's a convention type thing or like a office building. We really don't know. I like to call it a hotel, but it kind of looks more like a library inside. It's kind of funny. But anyways, we want to make this area here with like this pavement that we were using, this like kind of brick walkway. We want to make it like a plaza, so we want it to be very walkable, have some like hot dog or just food stands, other different things kind of on it, trees. And so unfortunately we don't get to that in this video. Hopefully we will in the next time lapse. Yeah, as you guys can see, it is quite a big area here. And so I want to kind of fill it with things like food trucks, trees, all types of little decorations to make it just kind of like a walkable little plaza. I think would be really cool. We really want to make downtown as walkable as possible. So we're going to have as few roads as we can get away with. And actually here will also be our hub to our subway station. And me and Saul have been so excited to do our subway because we didn't get to do that in our old city that I think that's what we're going to be working on next. So spoiler alert, I'm just kind of spoiled it already. But yeah, in Time Lapse 5, I think we will be getting to the subway, designing a subway station. But I probably won't leave that for the entire time lapse. I might just do half of the video on the subway station. But we are thrilled. It's going to go right there where I'm looking right now, down kind of below. I think that's where we're going to put the entrance to the station. And then, yeah, we're going to start it. So we're really excited for that. Oh, yeah, I forgot I added those diagonals there. I think it makes it look more welcoming. I need to, I think I only did 2 sides, though. I kind of need to finish and do the other sides. But anyways, guys, so I know this was a short one. I just wanted to kind of get it out for you guys. I've been, like I said, I've been very busy with the move and school starting. But I'm going to try to stay on top of them. We'll try to get another one out since this one's going out on Tuesday. We may, I'm not sure. I think the schedule may in the future may be Monday, Wednesday, and then stream Friday is probably what it's going to be. We will see. But yeah, so I may save this one and actually drop it on Wednesday. So if you guys are seeing this Wednesday, that is why. I think that's going to work better for me anyways. And so then, yeah, you guys will just have this one. And then on Friday, we will get to the time lapse. So I'm not sure. I guess I won't plan on doing too much off camera. I kind of have to plan around that. But if I do anything off camera, I'll definitely get you guys up to speed on the time lapse. But yeah, so there's that parking garage there. It's going to kind of, like I said, be the one that goes to that convention center or hotel, whatever it's going to be called. We've also added a road to it, but we do need to kind of clean up that. We'll kind of make some intersections for it and stuff in the future. Like I said, the doing the inner workings of a downtown is definitely very difficult in terms of just having to get the intricate details, right? All the little minor details. And so it'll take some time. It'll come along. But what's good is you can kind of just build what you need and then fill in the gaps. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to build the few roads that we need in this downtown area. Then we're just going to fill it all up with buildings. And then, in between, once we get it kind of covered with everything, then I think that's when we can go in and add some of those minor details. So anyways, guys, I won't keep you guys any longer. Thanks so much for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you guys on the stream on Friday. Make sure you check it out because it will contain stuff that will not be in the time lapses. And so if you want to be caught up, make sure to tune into the stream, or you can, of course, watch the VOD afterwards. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next time lapse.